Hey everybody, it's Jay. It's week 21. It's my favorite topic. Been waiting for this. Passing. It's pretty important to me because when I was 17 and cut my hair and everything, it was very important to me to pass as male and not have anyone question me. Um, I have a frog in my throat today. Um, Passing is a It can be easy or hard. It just depends. When I was growing up, I got made fun of because I have hairy arms, and obviously that benefited me. I stopped shaving my legs and stuff like that when I was 17. I mean, I went full on. I bought my binder that year, and I wore my binder from age 17 until until I was about 21. Um, and about 22, because by that point the testosterone had shrunk my chest enough I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have a big chest to begin with, so thank God for that. And the way that I learned, I guess, I don't know how to word this, um, but I started going in using guys' bathrooms and everything like that. Well, I was still really nervous, of course, and I had found this website that's still up and running, and it's in the description below, and I strongly encourage everybody, even if you've been on testosterone for a while, check it out. There's a lot of stuff. Um, the most important part is the passing tips area, and it has tips on, the men's room tips for if you're using a, stand-up device thing. It just has tips on, practice before you use it, because God forbid you drop it, and good Lord. Um, and talking about eye contact and talking and, things that might come naturally to you, just because of how we grew up and everything, and you'll see other guys, talking and everything like that. It's basically your level of comfort, like whatever, and talks about noises, sounds and grunts and all that types of stuff about using the men's bathroom. Um, Eventually, you just get in, do your thing, and get out. That's pretty much it. Um, it has tips about injecting and shaving. One of my best friends taught me how to shave, and he was drunk at the time. It was hilarious. Um, and it also has resources to find binders, um, hair loss remedies. Um, I don't have a problem with that yet. Um, I don't know. It has pictures of surgeries like before and after. Really good stuff. Some that have turned out terrible. It has resources to find surgeons and stuff, by state and therapists. Just a lot of good stuff. And I just went through it. I haven't looked at it since I was 18, and here I am, almost 26, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, I remember reading all that, and it just brought back the reassurance that, everything is going to be alright. And, and you just, kind of got to figure out your style. You got to get confident, and, when you start testosterone, your confidence starts going up. Um, the first day I had my first shot, she said drop them, and I was like, drop them. Okay, here we go. And so she did the shot and everything, and she said that the nervousness about that part, like being anxious about being seen in boxers or whatever, that'll go away, and it did. After a little while, it did. let's see. I wrote some stuff down. Yeah, basically, I started hanging out with more guys because before that, I had been hanging out with strictly just females. Um, so I didn't really have any male influences except like one or two. My dad never taught me anything about cars or camping or any of that stuff. Um, so what happened was a really good friend of mine and his dad and his whole family, they go camping every year, so I started going camping with them. I started watching them pitching the tents, making the fire, fishing, and that's when I learned how to camp and learned how to do things out in the wild, I guess, and you know, I started feeling more masculine because now I can pitch tents and get a camping site ready for a good weekend away. It just feels really good. So I guess my advice there would be to try to hang around more guys, even if they're not really close friends. Just watch them, I guess. Um, there are interactions with both female and males in different situations. And, let's see. Yeah. I guess when you're like dressing yourself, dress for how you want people to see you. Like if you want to be seen as a professional person, you don't have to wear suits and stuff all the time, but wear stuff that fits you. Um, and if your chest isn't completely flat, it's not a big deal because in today's society, I mean, there's man boobs, so who's going to question you? Um, for me, they just look like pecs, and I have facial hair and everything, so it's like I don't have to worry about people second guessing me at all. Um, and then if you want to try to, lower your voice, which kind of hurts, but after a while you will. People ask me how I got my voice so low. I say, well, I was making it go low for 3 years, and then that's just kind of how it happened there. There's going to be that little voice when you're walking around or whatever that's going to try to remind you of how you were born, and you got to lock that up, because you know who you are, and that little voice can just go fly a kite somewhere. It'll bring your confidence down, and it's really about confidence. Just walk around with your head up, and don't worry about people second guessing you. I know there's a lot of awkward situations that you can be in. For me, on my license it says male and everything. I've had a couple of DUIs, so when I went to the drunk tank, they put me with the guys, and I was freaking out because, you're in this big room. There's one toilet. Yeah, that was kind of hard to do. But there's going to be situations like that, and you just have to deal with them. And these days there's a lot of people who are understanding, and you just have to be assertive, not be rude, but be assertive. Just tell them this is what's going on. I identify as male or female, whatever. And if it's legal for them to do it, they'll put you where you would like to go, where you would feel safer. There's a lot of people that'll work with you. There's a lot of resources out there. You just Google is your friend. Just type in some keywords and you'll find stuff. Yeah, passing. That was a really big deal for me. When I first cut my hair, one of my friends I don't talk to anymore, she said I looked like Brandon Tina, and that kind of, I don't know, that that still I still carry that with me because the whole story about Brandon Tina. I watched the movie, read the book, I read up on everything about Brandon Tina. I even went to his gravesite here in Lincoln. Um, and I'll never forget that day. I just knelt down and I read his gravestone, and of course they put Tina Brandon, and I was just enraged with that. I'm going off topic here, but um, yeah, she said I looked like Brandon Tina, and I was just like, it's crazy. Um, and then we went swimming. Well, I guess I should wrap this up. My tips: just keep your head up. Walk like a man. There's a song called "Walk Like a Man." I guess look it up if you want to, but walk like a man, talk like a man. There you go. Thanks.